The Houston Tool Bank presents Home Hacks, Volume 1.
Don't let that screw get the better of you. Screw. It's stripped. There's no way. I'm not going to get it out with this. It's just not going to happen. Well, I got to get that screw out of there. Let's try pliers. No, that's not going to work. There's nothing to grab onto. That screw is totally flush. What am I going to do? Wait a minute. Someone told me once about a thing called speed out. I'm going to go see if I can find one. I found it. The speed out is pretty easy to use. You use the drill in reverse. You put the special bit in, and you're going to start on one side that looks a little bit like a drill bit. Then you're going to go to another side that looks like it kind of has threads on it. Let's give it a shot. I think this is going to work. Okay, we're in reverse. I'm going to do what they say. Start by drilling out the screw. And it felt like it drilled out. I see some little metal chips. I think it did it. Okay, now let's go ahead, flip the bit over. Now we're still in reverse. I'm going to push down really hard on this. It got it. Yay, I did it. I got the screw out. Speed out. It works. This hole is stripped. That's not going to hold. What am I going to do? I know. I remember an old carpenter's trick that an old carpenter showed me a long time ago. Glue and toothpicks. Okay, I got some wood glue here. Got myself some slivers of wood that are kind of like toothpicks. I'm gonna rub them in this glue. Now, stick them in that hole. Kind of bend it over to break right there. And I'm gonna do at least 2 of these little pieces. I'm gonna put in there. Glue's gonna help hold them later. Let's put 3 in just for good measure. You know, if this was something else, I could just maybe use a bigger screw, but I can't. It's gotta be this screw. It came with this hinge. Okay, let's start that in there. Put my drill on forward. Oh, that's working. Okay. Oh man, look at that. That's nice and tight. These screws can be tightened up too. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's wipe that excess glue off. We are in good shape.
Hanging a picture really can be effortless. Get it in the right place on the first try with a picture stick.
I need to hang this picture. I need to be sure to get it in just the right place. And that can be so difficult sometimes. Where do you put that screw so that that picture is in just the right place? Well, use a picture stick. Just take a stick of wood, install a screw in it, make it stick out just a little bit on both sides. Small screw. Hold the picture on your stick. I've already put this line on the wall. It's where my other pictures are in height. So that's where I want this one to be. So I know I gotta pull that up, and now I know that I gotta just get it centered to the right and left. So that's where I have someone helping me back there. That way? Okay. Tell me when. There? Okay. Now, just take a hammer and give this a light tap. Just like that. Take your frame off. That hole right there is exactly where you need to put the screw.
Air filter is stuck. Arg. No more.
Here I am in my furnace room. I used to have a real hard time getting my furnace filters out of my furnace. I don't so much anymore. Let me show you why. See this tab on the furnace filter? That's just some tape that I put on. I put it on either side of the furnace filter. Now I can pull it right out. Just like this. See how I just stuck the tape on either side of the filter? Do it on both sides.
Scratches in stainless steel. No problem.
Here we are at our kitchen at the tool bank. We have a lot of stainless steel in this kitchen. We have stainless steel countertops. These countertops have a lot of scratches on them. I'm going to show you how to take them out. What we're going to use is a wet dry sandpaper. I've got about 800 grit here. You can use anywhere from probably 400 to 800 grit. Also got a little block, makes it much easier. I'm going to put the sandpaper on the block and I'm going to wet it. I want to show you all the scratches that are on our countertops to give you an idea of the before and after. I already started the process on this piece right here and you can already see a big difference. I didn't spend very long on this part. Now, stainless steel has a grain. You always want to make sure when you sand, just like wood, you sand with the grain. And in this particular stainless steel, the grain is going in this direction. Sometimes you got to look kind of close to tell that, but it's pretty easy to see it in this one. It's going in this direction. So we got to sand in this direction. When I'm doing the sanding, one of the things that I want to be sure of is I don't want to just go back and forth like this. I don't want to go in swirling motions. I want to push the sanding block and raise it up, push the sanding block and raise it up. What I don't want to do is go like that because I'll end up with a little swirl on the end. So just use straight motions, kind of like that. Okay, I'm going to get started. Let's wet the sandpaper. It's looking like it might be getting a little bit dry. I'm going to put some more water on this. One of the things that you may want to know before you do this, if you have stainless steel that's treated with something to keep fingerprints off it, you don't want to do this process because you will remove that film. Okay, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to clean this up, dry it out. I'm going to show you the difference between the two. You'll be able to see it. I did spend about 2 or 3 minutes doing this sanding back and forth. Okay, first I'm going to dry it off. And you'll see black on your rag. I'm just using a paper towel. I'll let that dry. It's all dry, and I want you to see the difference between the unfinished and the finished. I do have to go back and finish the rest of this, but for now, I want to put some stainless steel polish on this just to show you how it'll look when it's all done. Use this sparingly. That's more than enough. If you follow the directions on the can, it tells you to spray lightly and then wait 1 or 2 minutes. We're going to wait 1 or 2 minutes. We're going to come back and we're going to wipe it down with a dry cloth. Okay, I left this sit for a little over a minute. I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down with my clean dry cloth. Notice that I'm wiping with the grain. You may notice that I did get some of that spray up here in the unfinished area, and you can really see the difference. in the two places. There we go. What a difference. Looks good.
WD-40 does that? What?
WD-40, that stands for water displacement. It took them 40 tries to get this solution just right. That was in 1953, and it was the Rocket Chemical Company that came up with the solution. They used it first on the outer skin of the Atlas missile, and that was to prevent rust and corrosion. Well, their employees thought this was some pretty awesome stuff. They started sneaking it home, and that's when the 2,000 uses of WD-40 started. We're not going to go through 2,000 uses. You can research that on your own if you like. Some of the common uses for WD-40 would be loosening bolts, grease removal, and gardening tools, giving them longevity. You can also fix some squeaky hinges with it too. I'm just going to show you a few things today that you can do with this WD-40 that you may not already know. I'm going to start with removing permanent marker from my whiteboard. I was real happy to find that use. Yep, that's Sharpie, permanent marker. We're going to do this. Oh yeah, it's working. You have to rub it for a second, but it's getting it off there. It did it. I don't think I see any ghosting or anything. I think it totally got it. Beautiful. Okay, this is one of my favorite uses. This is sticky and gunky, and this is from an old piece of tape and sticker that used to be on this wooden top. I'm going to spray this, and I'm going to let it sit on for about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to wipe this clean. Okay, here we go. Got it. Beautiful. Hi, welcome to the wall behind my desk. This right here is crayon. WD-40 is supposed to remove crayon. Let's find out. Oh, wow. Hey, that worked. That worked good. Okay, that's a scuff mark on my floor. Let's see if the WD-40 will really get it out. I'm going to get some spray cleaner real quick and spray that clean. Okay, it looks like it worked. I'm going to get some spray cleaner first. Clean the WD-40 residue off. Really make sure. Give that a minute to dry, and we'll come back. So in this close-up, you can see that the scuff mark really is gone.
Thank you for watching, and join us for other Toolbank videos.